Hey guys, how's it going? Dirklebury here, the man with the plan. Today, I thought we'd do some different things. Things that actually don't require having a plan, or are laying the foundations for, I guess, a future plan. So I'm out here near the desert. We have been here before. If I can find the right place. So we've been to this desert before. We've blown it, we've dug it up for all of the sand when we were greening the island. And I've come here to have a little bit of fun and maybe kill two birds with one stone. I can find the right area. Yeah, here we are. So I've been here, I've been having a little bit of fun around here recently, collecting a lot of sand for what is an upcoming project, and also collecting a lot of other materials. So I've been over at our mob farm to get some other bits. So sand and gunpowder, what does it make? Well, it makes the funnest block in the game. It makes TNT, and we're going to be needing scary Enderman. We're going to be needing a lot of this stuff. An awful lot of it. Not necessarily all for today, but for upcoming future projects that I have. And I have collected a lot already as well, but we need even more. I wonder how much we can get out of this, to be honest. I think we can get probably quite a lot. Don't want to use all of this sand because I'm also trying to collect a lot of glass. But what I've brought over as well is some blaze rods for fuel. Been to the blaze farm, we've got an awful lot of it, and I've completely run out of coal, which I want to keep for torches. As I said, yeah, I've got two things that I want to do over here. I don't want to spend too much of the video over here because this is just sort of a bit of a side project. But yeah, I've been blowing out this area. It's all been going pretty well, and then what I've not blown out, I've sort of just levelled off all to this one level over here, filled it in with sandstone, of which I've been collecting a lot because it's got such a low blast resistance. But I thought also I'd like to do some map art at some point. So if I'm clearing a big flat space here, why not do it here, really? It saves me having to use a lot of blocks elsewhere, so hopefully this section's off in a good area. Okay, so we will have to go a fair bit out to sea, but we've got a big flat portion there, which is good. Should have brought a picture frame with me. And so I just need to lay loads of sandstone out there, which you can start sort of mapping that out today. But the thing that I absolutely want to start with is some blowing up, because this is... Actually, I should keep that map just so I know where I'm blowing up. But this is such a good way of getting loads and loads of sand. I've got 3 shulker boxes of glass already back at the base. Well, not shulker boxes, sorry, should I say. I've got 3 chests of it. And really just sort of space it out a little bit. And that's all on the map. Yeah, so just run through here, just light this all up. And you can just run through and just grab all of the sand. It doesn't take too long at all. And we'll check out our inventory. So how many was that? It was, I don't know, 5 blocks? 5 blocks of TNT? many more holes we got to check out. We've got all of that. So yeah, let's check out our inventory now that's all blown up. And look at all of that sand. That's got to be the quickest way to mine sand. Doesn't use up any durability of your shovels, and you get so many materials. So I'm gonna blast away a bit here, sort of, and then maybe work out an area for the map, and yeah, and then we'll see what we can do with this. And obviously, whilst I'm going around blowing this up and digging it down, this is all smelted into glass. We've got plenty more blaze rods if we need them, and we'll flatten this whole area. And then yeah, in the future, a bit of map art I think here. Hopefully we'll have enough sandstone, because it looks like there's a lot of ocean we need to fill in there, but I think we'll be alright. So yeah, I'll see you. Hopefully this will all be a lot flatter soon. So I made some pretty big headways in flattening. I mean, really wasn't being too careful, just trying to get my sand. And I thought whilst I'm at it, might as well mark out the edges with sandstone, which I did. It's about 10 minutes. I can foresee it will take a lot longer to fill in, but I think we're going to have more than enough sandstone for it. Probably took about 5 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit stacks to fill it up. But we've got loads of sandstone. I've just been smelting the sand into glass whilst we've been doing that. Got loads of sand, loads of glass, loads of TNT, and I've got more TNT back at the house. So it's going pretty well. So I need to venture in here a little bit more, just blow away some of that, and then it's still a bit rough around here, but I think a lot of it's just sandstone that needs to be chipped away, which you can see this stuff's insta-break anyway, so it's not going to take very long to do that whatsoever. It's what it feels like to have a beacon. Oh, I can't wait to have a beacon. So yeah, I think this is going well, but this is not a project for today. It's just something I'm looking at long term. But obviously I want the glass now. I mean, I've got, I don't even know how much glass I've got now. Maybe 5 chests worth. I've obviously got more going. Sort of some in my inventory. And I mean, we'll have to find other deserts in the future, but this is, good to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I think we'll take back the glass that we have to base, and then we'll start doing what we want to do with the glass. And I've got a couple other projects I want to sort of get the foundations for started today, so we can, we don't have to do just one thing at one farm in an episode, but we can do a little bit of 3 or 4 farms and projects in an episode. So it all sort of come together simultaneously, because I think I get bored if you just do one thing all at once. So in the spirit of today's episode, where we're relaxing a little bit, I thought, why not do a bit of fishing? In fact, just moments ago I got the achievement for fishy business, and I thought, why not do it from our lovely boat here? And that's actually what we're fishing for today, puffer fish. That is what I'm after. I wouldn't mind some treasure, maybe a mending book if I can get it. But yeah, really just relaxing, taking it easy, looking over our island that we've got here, using our boat. I just went down to the slime farm actually to check on it, and drops are good. We've got a double chest down there of slime just waiting for us. Got loads up here as well. Don't have any projects for it just yet, but I'm sure it will come in handy in the future. But whilst I was down there, I noticed one of the iron golems had been taking a little bit of damage, so I just went quickly mining for some iron to fix him up. And when I was down there, I found diamond long before I found iron, which was a bit annoying. Or good, depends how you look at it, but we're not really looking for too much diamond or too many diamonds just yet. But I'm going to keep going here until I get some more puffer fish. And once we've got a nice amount of them, I can go over to our little brewing station over there and get ready to lay the foundations for our next long-term project. So the fishing is going pretty well. Nice and relaxing way to spend your day in Minecraft without doing too much, redstone building. It's not too troublesome, and the rewards are pretty good if you can get a fish to nibble at your line. I've had pretty good success here. Not managed to get myself a rod that would have mending on it just yet. I would also like some luck of the sea 3 and lure, but fished up a stick there, which isn't our best catch of the day. But we have got some books, so I managed to get projectile protection 4, and probably most excitingly, I've got myself a mending book, finally. So I've been exploring and looking for them in caves and things, and not been able to find one just yet. But that is the first one. I've got Unbreaking 3 books from enchanting, and I think I'm probably going to save that one for my elytra that I'll get at some point in the future. But at the moment I'm just going to carry on fishing. I want to get a lot more puffer fish than that. Might need to make another rod, hopefully, get another mending book, but I don't think that's going to be the case. But I'm going to keep at this for a little while, and then we'll get started on that other project. So fishing was a massive success. Obviously I was doing it so I could get some water breathing potions. That's what the pufferfish were for. I got some invisibility and night vision as well, because I want to do a little bit of groundwork on what will be a guardian farm. But when I was doing it, I got nautilus shells, which I completely forgot could be made into a conduit. I had the Heart of the Seas from doing some work with buried treasure. So we're gonna go do some work on this. I'm gonna drink these potions up. I've got some cyan glass with me as well. I want to sort of map out the area that we'll be using the guardian farm in. And I think I'm going to keep my depth strider boots on so I can be quick underwater. Hopefully this will work. All 8 minutes, so I should be able to see. And I've already got mining fatigue, which is what this TNT's for, so I can lay down the conduit. So let's just make sure that we're invisible. We are. And let's go give this a go. So I'm not certain where's best going to be to lay down this conduit, but I think it needs blocks close to it, but not too close. Because I've got mining fatigue as well. That's going to be good. I know it needs to have a ring around it. I don't know if it's going to work in a lot of these places. I'm going to obviously have to work out how to get out of here as well. I really don't know where's best to put this. Or does it just need a certain amount around it? I think maybe it just needs a certain amount around it. through it. Let's put it here. Is that working? Right, no, that's not working. Oh well, I'll figure out something soon enough. At least we've got one. I've got the potions for a little while. We'll come in here eventually and kill these the Elder Guardians when we take the monument. But at the moment, I'm just, looking to get some work done, some foundations laid for what will eventually be a Guardian farm. Hey, would you look at that? Found a way up. Okay, so we've got some pretty big caves underneath here. I suppose that's not a problem. But I really wanted to work out sort of how high this is going to have to be, so I know how much glass I'm going to need. So I'm just going to map out all of the corners. That wasn't too much, it was 24. That's, I think, the most shallow side. Where did I put that? Put that there. I think it's 53 blocks wide, so it's going to obviously be a lot of glass. I do think I've got it there. And then, so that was... Let's keep an eye on my invisibility. Okay. So yeah, for sure some areas are going to need more glass than others. But that's not a problem. And I think this is about all we're going to do today for this. Just map out where it's going to be, and then we'll come back with the potions and fill in the whole area another day. It's going to be a massive task, and then I've got to work out what kind of actual Guardian farm I want to make, because obviously there's a lot of ways you can do it. Do I want to drain it? Or do I want to destroy the monument? Do I want to do a combination of the two? I'm not too sure just yet. At least I've got some blocks down now. And I think I will have enough glass, but I think that's going to probably do it for our Guardian farm involvement today. I'm not going to be able to get that conduit back until I kill the Elder Guardians, that's for sure. And hopefully the rate's pretty high because we're so close to the mushroom farm that we can do that. Might even boost the rates of our slime farm, not that it needs it. And how much glass did I use? Well, not even 2 stacks. Okay. And I've only bought over this much, but we've got loads more back at base. I think we've got 2 more chests of cyan and loads of potions for when we come to do it. So let's get on to the next project. That's what we're doing today. We're just sort of casually getting started on numerous different projects, really. And this one, of course, this is going to take forever. It's going to take such a long time to do. So there's no point doing too much on that today, so off to the next project. Alright, so that old nether portal that we had is gonzo. We got rid of it. We don't need it. There's no point keep going through the dangerous part of the nether to get to where we need to go. We might as well build ourselves a nether portal on this side of the it's in the right place. Sorry. Yeah, we might as well build our nether portal up here. So I took them the coordinates, and if I can do this right, and then we're going to put our sort of nether highway up on the roof. Just think it's going to be the easiest, safest and best way to get around, and eventually we're going to build a nice nether highway around here, which is another use for that glass. I want it to have quite a bit of glass, so I am hoping that should link up. I did take down the coordinates, that should be right. I just need to pillar up here and make sure that's spawn proof for the time being. I'm not decided on any sort of colour scheme just yet, or theme for the roof of the nether. So at the moment our nether highway is basically just this. Torches that lead over to the blaze farm and everything else. And this mess here. But what is also good is this is nether waste, so I need to sort of mark out where the nether waste is, and it looks pretty sizable, because I think this is going to be the best biome to be making a zombie pigman farm in, and that is going to need to have a massive area. So let's pop down one here. So this is minus 54, minus 37, to make sure we stay in the nether wastes. So we can't even see the other end, so we might be too big on this. I'd rather map out an area that was too big rather than too small. And of course, if I can take this to the portal as well, that would be fantastic. I'd love the... Yeah, so we can. So I'm just about to see that one. So let's go along this axis. Don't need that on really. Want to stay in line with that. And so I think we're absolutely going to have enough space, or should really make sure we stay in the nether wastes actually. Not that I think it's essential, but oh yeah, so this bit comes into warped forest, but only just about. So that's fine, so we need to cut off a little bit from this corner, so I'd rather know that now. We don't need to cut off too much, so we can have it above the portal, which is fantastic. So the next thing I need to do is just make sure that this portal will actually link up with the one we've got in the overworld. It should do, because it should be exactly on top of it. So we're back home. That is good. Now let's make sure we can get back there. And it does. That is fantastic. So we'll be doing all of our journeys across the top here. So I think the only thing other than that I want to do is maybe try and find the mesa biome, which I think is towards where the other farms we have. So we're going to go there. Hopefully we can get a portal to the mesa biome, and then I think that'll probably do us. Alright, so we're actually not close to the Hoglin farm at all. Quite the opposite direction actually, but it's fine. So we've basically got a straight line from our main portal to come here, which is fine. And this is, or should be, the mesa biome. So I checked the footage from when we went to find a jungle temple and we found the mesa. And so I'm going to hope that this comes out there, and also that we can reconnect to that portal. And that's spot on to me, if it loads. Ooh, just on the edge by the looks of things, but that is fine. So we've got loads of mesa here. Of course we're going to want a mining outpost here to collect as much of this stuff as we can. But yeah, I'm really pleased found that. That is a good haul. And so I guess with all of that done, I think that's going to end today's episode, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one where we get started with some of these projects. But other than that, take care. Bye bye.